was probably kind of a self-portrait at the time. In between tours with Fu Manchu, we were working quite heavily, but we would still have a month or two in between tours. And I was painting houses around 98, 99. Out in the desert, I was painting houses. And I was on the job one day with my roommate at the time, housemate, Dave Dinsmore. And I looked at Dave and I was like sanding a wall or something. And I said, you know what, man, you know, I love playing with Fu Manchu, but I hate painting houses. And I don't want to work anymore. I want to just focus on my music, and I want to focus on my own music. And I want to kind of go back and tap into that trip that I started before I joined Fu Manchu, where I was doing my own thing. And I said, today's my last day. I'm going to scrape a couple bucks together, and I'm going to go see Fred Drake out at the Rancho de la Luna in Joshua Tree, and I'm going to cut a record. I was listening to a lot of jazz. I was, you know, digging a lot of jazz and listening to a lot of like reggae, like roots reggae. And, you know, those two musics were really inspiring me and influencing me at that time, and I didn't know how to play either. I don't play jazz and I don't play reggae. I don't know anything about it. But as music, the worlds and the vibes and the colors I was getting from that music was really inspiring me. And, you know, and I've just been always on top of hard rock for so many years, like just big guitars and big drums and big. And it's like, you know, I just needed space, man. I needed just groove, and I needed like something that really relaxed me. I left room to improvise so the songs can develop on their own, you know. And as far as tones, I just wanted to use, I like reggae bass, so I went for a real warm, direct bass sound. I used a 68 Fender Tele bass that I've used on pretty much all my recordings. And that gets a really sweet, smooth bass sound. And guitars that were not completely clean, but cleaner, maybe more reserved. I'd have to say there's some direct influence from Yawning Man, which the original Yawning Man in the late 80s that were playing very, you know, groove-based music with guitars that were very hypnotic, meditative. The music was very meditative, you know, and that was kind of an element. And I, of course, had Boomer, Mario Lally come down, play some lead on a couple songs. Gary Arcee from Yawning Man as well. He came down, played a little bit of guitar. And that was it. Just tracked it, mixed it, and was done in 5 days. This was the first electric guitar I bought. I bought it in 8th grade for $50. It's a fake Telecaster. It's a Japanese-made Telecaster, which at some point I had heard that people were actually like collecting these things. I didn't know anything about it. It was just kind of... But this is what I used. It was the only guitar I had when I wrote and recorded Halamonta. And so every guitar track on the record, with the exception of Gary and Boom's track, was done with this guitar. Natural tone is what I was going for. Natural guitar, just like classic electric guitar, you know. It doesn't have to be jocked out or jacked up or over the top or gnarly. You know, I just wanted electric guitar, you know.